Yeah. Going to say that he's there. Others? තමයි කියන්නේ ඉන්නවද කියලා තාම ඉන්ටෝල් එකෙත් දන්නේ නැහැ. Okay. Today it's about learning this thing. What is this small device? It's really small. It looks like kind of what? Rover, spacecraft rover that's running in Mars missions and like a virus cell. So අමුතුම එකක්. කකුල් තුනක් තියෙන. So see, there are 3 legs and the middle screw and a horizontal circular scale and a vertical main scale. But you may see it's very weird. See, 0, 1, 2, 3. Even in the downwards from 1 to only 2 marked here. So it's a really weird scale. As I mentioned, 0, 1, 2, 3. And in the bottom also 1, 2, 3 like that. Downwards as well as upwards. Why? I'll teach you why it is. Because when you just unscrew, like moving it upwards, you can see this one just move upward. Now you can see the bottom of the stuff goes upwards. So that's why there is an upward. And when you just keep moving it downwards, like this, see, it's going to get moved downwards even lower than what the legs now. It's very lower now. See, so this upward and downward motion, there is a demonstration like that. And this one, these numbers you can't see, so I will show you that again for one last time. So the drawings on this one, you will see like what? Zero. See, how do we just rotate this one? In anti-clockwise direction, like this. See, in the anti-clockwise direction. Consider this point as the 0. Now when rotate, you will see 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 0 again. That's when it is moving upwards along here. So when it is moving downward, what happens? You rotate it in the other way. See, from 0 to other way. 90, 80, 70 in that way, opposite way. You have to understand these two differences. In moving upwards, it just increased like 0 to 100. But when you move it downwards, the circular scale starts with 100 and ends up with 0. Like in the descending order 90, 80, 70, like that. Can you understand the difference? It's really important to understand these two differences. Got the point? Because you can't see these numbers. So that's why I'm showing it on this DVD. Guys, can you understand? Hiya. Yes. Good. Upwards. So this is how it is going to move. So when it move upward, from here, 1, 2, 3 goes up. Downwards, 1, 2, 3, like that, goes down, goes up, goes down. And remember that again, I'm going to show you. You have to first be balanced. I show you in the last time, but I'm showing it again. So you have to use this type of what? Too high now. Too high, too high, too high. Keep it on this type of glass, right? Keep it on this type of glass. See this one? When you keep it on a glass, you may see what? Shadows. You can see a shadow of one line here behind, not the others, very prominent. Shadows, you have to tally these shadows. See the shadows. You can't use a what mirror to do this. I will explain you why we don't use a mirror. Why the heck we just use what? This type of glass block instead. So, and we need to just confirm whether this one is in touch. We can see and do, but if you have to want to further clarification, we can just try with sliding of what? This type of small piece of what? Piece of paper. Let me do it. Now it's like bit loosen. You may see now it's easily going through. It fall all the time. Understand? Because mega oh, this time it got broke. That's how. And look at these three legs. These three legs represents kind of what? Vertices of what? Equilateral triangle. Okay. These are the things you should know. Shall we move on to the lesson now? Quickly. Of what? Spherometer, not the spectrometer, spherometer. Harini? Okay, Gian. Oh yeah? Walau ya kiwat bari ya. Okay, the interval is over now. Right. Write a big topic. It's a huge topic. That what? Spherometer. 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 So have a good look at here. Okay, spherometer is something like this. You have to draw it alone. Not now. Keep your space, right? So spherometer we use to do what? Measuring multiple measurements, not only one. So write this in a new line. Spherometer is a device, measuring instrument. It's a measuring instrument which used in measuring what? Which used in measuring radius of spherical objects, radius of spherical objects spherical objects, as well as radius of spherical objects, as well as thickness of glass stripes, and depth of small holes, So now keep your space to copy this diagram. Only this one, only this one, not this here. Only this one. Keep your space. Okay. Spherometer. Right. I show you how to work it. So now write the least count of spherometer. Next point is the least count of spherometer. Least count of spherometer. Least count of spherometer. Write this. Spherometer is consist of main scale with least count of 1 millimeter. Main scale of least count of what? 1 millimeter. And divided into and the circular scale with what? 100 equal divisions. Circular scale is what? 100 divisions. So as same as of the micrometer screw gauge, how to get the least count of the instrument? Pitch over number of divisions of what? Circular scale. Okay, copy this. Did you copy this one? Okay. Now let's find out the least count. How to get the least count? The least count. What is the least count? It's like 1 millimeter divided by 100. So you may get like 0.01 millimeter as the least count. So what is the minimum measurable distance then? Minimum reading is going to be 0.01
over 1% equals to Rm by 100. So it's like minimum reading you can obtain is like 1 millimeter, as same as of the micrometer screw gauge. ඒ ටික තේරෙන්න ඕනේ මේ වෙද්දි. හරි නේද? Good. Okay, lamai? Okay. Least count. We just found the least count of this one and the minimum reading thingy. All done. Now write using micrometer screw gauge to measure radius of a what? Radius of a spherical object. Radius of a spherical object. It's like this. You have to keep these three legs only here, and the middle screw is going to touch this one. And this is how you may just read the reading of this one. And there is a height difference here. So this is how you just try to approach towards it. Right? Okay. So let's move on to the diagram here. So I just show you the parts of the spirometer and the final equation only, and this reading, and you may see the scale start from 0 and just increase to back to 100, and the minimum reading you have to obtain and the percentage error. See how to use a spectrometer, and you have to just keep it on a glass block and see the image, and 0 error, no 0 error, positive error, and I have to teach it. But now, this is what I was talking about, how to take the reading of real view. Real view means, okay, let me enlarge it by 150 times. I think it's better to get this to the board. Get this to the board, yes. Now have a really good look at here. Now see the shadow I was just about to show you. This is what the shadow. This is what the real leg. And you have to check whether the shadow, but this one is called watch glass. Watch glass. Watch glass is kind of what spherical object, but only a fraction is there. Again, minimum fraction එකක් විතරයි මෙයාගේ තියෙන්නේ. If you complete it, if you complete this one, this is a football looking spherical object if it was completely made out of complete glass, but only you have a slice of it. ඒ කියන්නේ apple ගෙඩියක් අරගෙන චූටි පැති කෑල්ලක් කපලා ගත්තාම ඉතුරු වෙන්නේ අන්න ඒ වගේ පොඩි පෙත්තක් තියෙනවා. It's a very small slice, right? Can you understand? It's a very small slice. So now this one, when you keep it on like this, keeping the middle screw like this and the legs, isn't there any certain noticeable height difference? Height difference. You can take this height difference and using the technique of reading the scale. I didn't teach you how to read this so far. පොඩ්ඩක්වත් කියලා දුන්නේ නැහැ read කරන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා. Because this theory is very important to get. Okay. Now that's it. So and the thickness can be taken like in this manner. And see, මං අරගේ පොඩි watch class එකේ පොඩ්ඩයිනේ පෙන්නුවේ. The actual watch class, I will show you that again. The actual image. Oh mega, what is that mean? No, yeah. Now see, this is the watch class. See, this is the only watch class, but if you complete it may look like here. Now isn't there any radius of this one? There is the radius of this one from here to here, from top to the middle of that. That's the same radius to this point as well. That's the same radius, but there is a distance here that I can take it like simple r. What is this simple r? That is the circumradius of this circular face, because this one has a circular face. In that circular face there is a radius. That one can be taken as simple r. The radius of the sphere, imaginary sphere, is going to be taken as capital R, because we don't have the complete sphere, but we have a complete circle for this one, right? This circular, so there is a radius, it's going to be taken as simple R. තේරුණාද මෙන්න මේ කතන්දරේ? සමහරුන්ට ඔක තේරෙන්නේ. If you don't understand, just tell me quickly. ඔන්න කතන්දර දෙක තේරුන්නේ නැත්තම්. If you don't understand, just quickly tell me. I'll give you like 20 seconds to you to decide and tell me you understood these two different radii. One is the radius of the sphere, other one is the radius of the circular path, circle of this what? Watch glass. තේරුණාද නැද්ද කියන්නකෝ? Understood. Kirtana said understood. Others? Sorry. Oh, Mimiko. Sorry. මේ මේකේ conceptual questions හැම එකක්ම ලියන්න answers ආ. මම ඔය හැම එකම හොයන්නේ නෑ ඔයාලගෙන්. මොකද ඔයාලට කරන්න දීලායි තියෙන්නේ. Right. Now write this. Use of a spherometer, we can only take the height difference of 3 legs and the middle screw. 3 legs and the middle screw. Right. ටක් ගාලා මෙන්න මේ diagram එක අඳින්න ළමයි. Draw this diagram only quickly. Okay, done. Tamai ටික හරිද? Copy this one quickly. But we have to go for the next level. We just need to mark the legs only. Small leg, other leg, here, and the middle screw. Let me draw the radius, center of the circle. හොඳට බලා ගන්න මේ දේවල්. This is what the radius. This is h, simple h, height. Right. And I told you this distance is nothing other than the simple r. That means the radius of this circle. Radius of this circle. Okay. That's the radius of this circle. Okay. What we can only take is this one. අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් මෙයාව. මෙයාගෙන් තමයි මම මෙයා through එක හොයා ගන්නවා. What is this height then? What is this height then? This can be written like r minus h. Now you may see this one as a what triangle. What type of triangle? I'll mark it like this. Center O, A, and this point B, and this is like C, and this is like D. Right? From what? From A, B, O. What? Right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. I'm going to take the right angle triangle only now. See this one. This is like radius r. This is r minus h. This is simple r. මේ ටික ටග් ගාලා copy කරගන්න. Copy this one really quickly. I'll give you only like 30 seconds more. මන්ට copy කරගන්න. Yeah, Kirtana done. Kirtana is the fastest woman I have ever seen. Right? ඒක හොඳ කියන්න එපයින්. මාර ලිවිල්ලක් ලියන්නේ ඒක. ඒකෙන් 150ක් තිබුණා නම් ඇති මිනිස්සෙක්ට. කරුමේ කියන්නේ කට්ටියම තම 50% වත් නැහැ යාගේ. Okay. 20 seconds more. Bavindu also done. Good. Chalaka done. I think Matisa also done yet. Matisa done. Really good. Now write applying what? Applying what? Pythagoras theorem to that. R square equals to P square plus Q square. That's what I'm going to apply. Now it's going to be R square is going to be R square itself. And what is it? P means, so I can take it like this. R minus H square plus simple R square. Wow. I can keep it like R square equals R square minus 2RH plus H square plus R square. Then I can cancel these two off and get it like 2RH equals H square plus R square. Keep it like equation number X because I can only find out R. H is there, but I don't know what is simple R. Now how to find out what? Simple R to finalize what? How to find out what? How to find out simple R. Simple R. Ta-na-na-na-na. How to find? Now write. Copy this one within 10 seconds. In 10 seconds. Quickly finish. Good. Now write. Considering the circular what? Surface of the space where it touched what? Three legs. මෙන්න මෙතන මෙන්න මෙහෙම circular shape එකක් තියෙනවනේ. Considering the middle point. So how would it look like now? How would it look like now? Give me a 1 second. Shapes. Okay, because now have a good look at what is this one? This is the radius of the circle. I'll mark it in the other side. This is the radius of the circle. So I'm going to take the one side of each as A, and A. Right. I'm going to mark these points like W, X, and Y. These 3 points like W, X, and Y. And this is 90 degree. Can you understand all of these variables that I explained you so far? This is O again, the center. W, X, Y. Can you understand? Now you should know another thing. What is this angle? It's going to be some 60 degree because equilateral triangle has an internal angle of what? 60 degree. So how about this bisect of this one? The bisector is some 30 degree. Can you understand? I'm going to copy this diagram. This part is what? A over 2. This is some 30 degree. This is R. This is A over 2. This one is 90 degree. So this angle can be get it like W, X, and Y. 3 points. Can you understand this one? Can you understand this? Okay. Now what is this theta? This is the hypotenuse. And this is what? Adjacent side. So you should know cos theta equals to adjacent side over hypotenuse adjacent side is what? A over 2 divided by hypotenuse is the R. So I need to find out R out of it. A over 2 over cos 30. So what is the cos 30 value? R equals cos 30 is what? 2 times cos 30 is what? Root 3 over 2. 2 and 2 cancel off. R value is equals to A over root 3. This one can be taken as equation Y. Can you understand? Can you understand the mathematics behind this one? Yeah, good. That's the mathematics behind this one. Now you just need to substitute this R into the equation number X. I will show you how to write it. Wait. So 2RH equals to H square. Now it's going to get substituted here as the R value. R value is what? h square plus a square over 3, right? Over 3. Now, what do I need now? I need h, capital R. R equals h square divided by 2h plus a square divided by 2h times 3. I got it from the origin, right? So 1h can be cancelled off. So the finalized equation is going to get like this. How? H over 2 plus, what is it going to be? A square over 6h. This is what my finalized equation. I will just scroll down the entire screen and try to understand how did I arrive at this answer, and copy this entirely where you were missed. So I'll give you like 2 minutes. Take your time and copy it. I had explained all these without recording. So to get the reading here, what you have to do, you have to emboss the 3 legs on this type of A4 sheet and complete this, construct this triangle and measure using meter ruler and get A1 and A2 and A3 and get the average. Understand? This is how you get and substitute. These are the only readings. Only reading you take using spirometer is the H. The sum by other way, you have to measure the separation between legs and apply to the equation and get it. Now that's the hardest part I have to teach you in taking what? Spherometer readings. Now let's go for how to read spherometer. Now write the next point. How to read spherometer. How to read spherometer. How to read spherometer. Let's see how to read. Centimeters, right? It marks in this way. So the how? This is what the arrangement it should be. Circular scale and the zero line of main scale should be aligned, right? This is how it should be. For what? For errorless, the top view. How should the top view to be? Top view should be like this way. If you see the top view, zero line of the circular scale should be in touch with the main scale. Menna mehema tamai to be errorless. Right? Write this in a new line. The errorless arrangement should be as following. The errorless arrangement should be as following. Tag galaw copy කරන්න. Oh shit, කීර්තනා එක ටිකක් ලියලා ඉවරයි. මේ නම් මනුස්සයෙක් වෙන්න බෑ. She's not a human. Copy this. Okay, done. Others? This is what the errorless arrangement. You have to consider about the rotation of the readings, right? Rotation of the readings, right? Write this in a new line. Are you still writing? Copying this? Make a copy කරනවා නම් ඔව් කියලා කියන්න. ඉවරයිද? Have you finished? The upward and downward readings are really weird. හරි මම මේකෙත් ඉතුරු ටික බලා ගන්න මේ 2024 වීඩියෝ එක එවනවා. ඉතුරු ටික බලා ගන්න මේ 24 කියන්නේ common group එකේ. But I have to give you the basics to you. Without getting basics in the real class, you might not be able to understand. මම කරන්න අපිට ටයිම් එක හරියම ඉතුරු කරගන්න ඕනේ. තමයිනේ දරුවනේ. Done. Okay. Now copy this in a new line. Write this in a question form. How to read the reading above the zero line. Above. Above and below කියලා තමයි මේ කියන්නේ. මේකේ positive negative කියලා දෙයක් නැහැ. Above the zero line. හරි. කොහොමද මේක above zero line ගන්නෙ කියලා බලමු. Above zero line. දාන්න බලන්න ළමයි කොහොමද above zero line ගන්නෙ කියලා. Reading above zero line. How? Right. It's like this. මෙයා zero line එක ගාවනේ හිටියේ ළමයි මම ඒක copy dot කරලා එවන්න. I will make dots around this one. So මෙතන හිටියයි කියන idea එක එනවනේ. Now see, it has moved upwards. Just moved upwards. Now you have to take this reading. This is what main scale reading. Main scale reading. And now write this. So copy this one. Copy this one. Main scale reading to be taken like as following. Main scale reading to be taken like as following. How it is? Which one? 5th line, 6th line, 7th. Main scale reading is for this one is what? 7 by 0.01. Sorry. It's directly 7. It's like main scale reading is 7 millimeter. Main scale reading. Right, okay. In the next line, write it. Copy this one. Quickly. Give you like 40 seconds more. අපරාධලියයි දෙන්නේ. $90. Okay, it's like this. You can rotate it in like this way. හරි නේද? අපිට rotate කරන්න පුළුවන්. Okay guys. Now write. To move the screw, main screw upwards, it has to rotate in the anti-clockwise direction from the above. To move the screw upwards, it has to rotate the circular scale in anti-clockwise direction as seeing it above. Anti-clockwise rotation. See? The main scale should be here. Let's take a reading. So as the scale rotated, it may get ended up like following. Like as following. This is like the main scale, this is the circular scale. Right. It's some 20 degree here. Sorry, 20 parts. Now how to read the circular scale? 20. See? Circular scale reading. How? It's like 0.01 times the least count. What is the number of lines? It's 20 multiplied by 0.01 is what? 0.20 millimeters. Understand? Now what is the total reading? Total reading equals to main scale reading plus circular scale reading. We know now this one. Atitaram karla tiyenne. What is the total reading? It's like 7 millimeters, 7.0 millimeters plus 0.20 millimeters. So my finalized answer is 7.20 millimeters. Hari neda? Hari neda lamai? Understood? Good. Copy this one. Copy this one. Sorry. Then downward එකයි errors read කරන එකයි මම ගිය පාර කරපු වීඩියෝ එක එවනවා එකෙන් බලාගෙන ඉවරයක් කරගන්න and traveling microscope එකයි අනිත් device ටිකයි එහෙම්මම එවනවා because we can't waste more time on this useless lesson. In the next week, it's going to be a complete workshop of what? Questions, including MCQs, exam level MCQs, term test papers, and past paper questions. And it's going to be how to apply this knowledge to the papers. And in the first week of the next month, it's going to be vectors. දවස් දෙකෙන් vector ඉවරයි. ඉවරයි කියන්නේ ආයෙත් ඉතින් vector වලින් මොන ගානක් දුන්නත් හදන්න පුළුවන් ගානට ඉවර කරා. Whatever the calculation you may get, you will be able to kill the paper. යාළුවෝ එහෙම ඉන්නවනම් පොඩ්ඩක් කියලා තියන්න. next week එකේ නෙමෙයි ඊළඟ week එකේ අපි vectors පටන් ගන්නවා දවස් දෙකෙන්. සේරම ලෙඩ රෝග ඉවර කරනවා. නිකන් නෙමෙයි සේරම ලෙඩ රෝග. vectors වල තියෙන සියලුම රෝග ටික. හරි නේද? ඔකේ ළමයි? ඊට පස්සේ motions ටික කරලා Newton's laws පට ගාලා හරි විදියට යන්න පුළුවන් එතනින් පස්සේ. ඔකේ ළමයි? තමයි. Okay. So, shall we wind up the class for today then? අපි ඉවරයක් කරලා දාමුද? හරි. මතක තියාගන්න යාළුවෝ දෙන්නෙක්ටත් කියන්න